Hi everyone, this is Ms. DeLu, and this is a lesson titled Character Traits, Evidence and Analysis. You should have your student copy of this document in front of you, and you will be writing the answers in the areas that say response or just following the directions. Let's get started. The first step is to give the definition of what character traits is. So, character traits, also known as characteristics or qualities, are words that describe a person or character's personality or qualities that make them who they are. So you're going to write the word personality where it says response. In other words, how would you describe that person or character to someone else? A character trait is not the same as an emotion. An emotion is temporary, while a character trait is a lasting part of a personality. For example, you might feel unhappy because your pet died, but that does not mean that you are an unhappy person overall. Now you're going to practice what we just learned. Read the sentence and then highlight whether the word in bold is describing a character trait or an emotion. So we're starting with sentence number 1. Edwin goes to school full-time and works 20 hours a week at a store. On Saturdays, he prefers to relax, talk with friends, and just be lazy. So the character trait in bold, the word that is in bold, is the word lazy. Now, would you say that the word lazy is how you would describe Edwin as a character trait for him? It's part of his personality? Or do you think it's just an emotion, which means it's just a temporary situation? Go ahead and stop the video and highlight if you think it's a character trait or emotion. If you highlighted emotion, then that would be the correct answer, because you can see by his actions, going to school full-time and working 20 hours a week does not make him a lazy person. He just feels lazy sometimes on Saturdays. Okay, let's look at our next example. Jane is considerate because she always helps her mother do the dishes, plus tutors her younger sister. Now I want you to think about if you think that Jane being considerate is a character trait or an emotion. So you're going to highlight one of these. So stop the video and go ahead and highlight which one you think it is. All right, if you highlighted character trait, that would be correct, because she says she always helps her mother do the dishes, plus she tutors her younger sister. So that is being considerate as part of her personality, not just a temporary situation. Okay, now that you understand what a character trait is, you're going to be asked to support your idea with evidence. This is something that happens repeatedly in your English classes and probably your other classes where you have to support with evidence. When you state that someone has a specific character trait, you will be expected to support your statement with evidence, which for this lesson will be an action. For example, in sentence number 2 above, it states that Jane is considerate, and the evidence to support that statement is she always helps her mother do the dishes, plus tutors her sister. That would be the evidence. Let's practice this. Complete the following 2 sentence frames about yourself by selecting 2 different character traits from the list below that match your personality, then writing an action that you have done that fits it. So just to be clear, there is a list down here that says character traits list, and it has a lot of different character traits. Let's take a second to look at this. These are generally character traits for being nice, like here's that one considerate that was used for Jane. or just a positive person, or someone that does a lot, someone that does very little, being confident or nervous. And this last column has a bunch of different character traits. So take a little time to look over this list of character traits. It's not a complete list. And pick 2 different ones that fit your personality. Remember, you might feel fearful because you came across a bear on a path, but you may not be a fearful person. So remember that there's a difference between an emotion and a character trait. Now let's come back up and look at these sentence frames that you'll be asked to complete once you pick out your 2 character traits that you think best fit your personality. The sentence frame is here. I consider myself to be blank. It says write a character trait from the list below. So that's where you pick out one of these character traits that are down here. Because and then you have to describe an action that fits that trait. And you're going to do that for 2 different character traits. Here's an example for you in case you're not understanding how to complete the frame. I consider myself to be dependable because I always complete my part of the work for group projects. So this is the evidence. It's the action that proves that this person is dependable. So stop the video and complete these 2 sentences, picking a character trait from below and then giving evidence in the form of an action that supports those character traits. Our next step is to analyze character traits. So scroll down to part 3, analyzing character traits. To analyze means to study, examine, or think about something closely. Once you have given evidence to support the character traits you selected for yourself in part 2 above, your next step is to think how that specific trait might help or hurt you in the future to achieve something. You've got 2 of the same sentence frames here where you're going to analyze the 2 character traits you completed in part 2 above. The sentence frame says, because I'm, and you're going to write the character trait from practice number 1, part 2, someday and then you're going to write how that trait will help or hurt you to achieve a goal. Here's an example. Because I'm dependable, someday I will make a good employee because I can be counted on to complete my work. So look at the 2 character traits from part 2 above and complete these 2 sentence frames. All right, now we're on our last part, which is called an extension, because you're going to take what you learned and you're going to demonstrate that you understand using a different example. Think of a friend or family member and complete the following frames for him or her. So here is the frame down here, and I'll read the frame and then we'll go over the example. I consider, and this is where you'll write the name of the friend or family member, to be, and then you're going to write a character trait from the list above that fits with that friend or family member. And then you have to give the evidence. You're going to say because, and you'll choose either he or she, and then you're going to describe an action that fits the trait that you gave to that friend or family member. Our next sentence is since, and then you're going to write the name of the friend or family member is, and you'll write that trait again that you had picked right here in the first sentence. Someday, and this is your analysis, you're analyzing that trait and how it might apply to your friend or family member in the future. He or she will probably, and then you'll write how that trait will help or hurt that person to achieve a goal. So let's look at the example. I chose my daughter Jackie as my family member. I consider my daughter Jackie to be clever. Clever is a character trait from the list. Because, and now I need to give an action that shows that she's clever. She knows how to figure out programs on her own that will help her with her job. Now I'm going to do the analysis. Since Jackie is clever, someday she will probably get a promotion. So that would be something that she didn't have right as I wrote this, but I'm feeling like because of this character trait of hers, it will get her a promotion in the future. All right, so you go ahead and complete that for a friend or family member, and then turn in the assignment. And then you will have demonstrated your understanding of how to give evidence and analyze a character trait. Good job!